Hey everybody, we're back. Last hour, Blades in the Dark. We're at the fights. Shit's going down. We're gonna find out if Aldo is a big enough heel to get the crowd to riled up, bet more for Marlene.
Yep.
And also,
I'm saying, like, you're gonna remember this name, James the Butcher. Remember it.
Yeah.
I'm just like in the back of the crowd, like, piss off, you wanker, and I like throw a jug of beer at him.
Who threw that? I Who threw that?
Nice. All right, Jeff, why don't you start first? What action did you employ here on Marlene to potentially freak her out?
I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's like intimidation, but I don't have intimidation or anything like
I think command, yeah, that would fall under command probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or sway.
It
whichever
could
one
be
you
sway
want.
if it was more sinister and subtle.
Okay.
It could be sway.
I mean, whispering at her like that's pretty sinister.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Is it risky, control, desperate, what?
I think it's controlled. You're not risking much here.
Yeah.
The effect level, though, I have to ask you, like, because we don't know your history with her really. How, like, you tell me the effect level. Like, how afraid is she of Careless? Like, is it a little or a lot?
I think the kind of cool thing here is that the implication is that she was asked to join Careless.
Yeah.
Kind of when he was recruiting everyone. She turned him down for one reason or another. But then I would turn to our reputation, which is what? Vicious and professional, or
yeah, I think so.
And like merciless.
So I think when she hears this is what happens, she's not thinking she's about to like lose money or something.
Right. Maybe she puts it together. Like, you tried to recruit her, she refused, and now she's heard all these rumors of this new assassin group working in the area. And as you walk away, she goes, "Oh,
yeah,
those merciless killers." Okay. Marlene's kind of a hard ass, so let's say standard. It's not great, but it's not limited. It's
bonus dice.
I don't think so, but you can push yourself for a devil's bargain if you want. I mean, the obvious devil's bargain here is like, people notice, like, you're creepy and weird and you freak her out, but the other people standing there are like, holy shit, who was that guy? Oh my God, I just had a got chill down my spine.
I'm gonna let the dice roll because I think it was just it's more. This is like the first time you've almost seen an ego thing come through. It wasn't even really to function inside this. It was more of a like, this is, I want people to know what happens.
It's like a throwaway moment basically, but yeah 5. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's success. And the I think the easy complication here is just reducing the effect. Like, you have a limited effect on her here. Like, it hits her and she thinks about it and she's like, okay. She's suspicious. She's like nervous. But it's not going to be like hurting her performance in the ring so much, but it's going to be on her mind. And we'll see. There may be a place for that to kind of insert itself. She doesn't break down or anything. But yeah, you get her. You get under her skin. Zeke, roll your command for being the heel. You get a bonus die from Rune.
Okay. In position.
Yeah, what are you actually risking here? Let's figure this out. I think it's actually risky, not controlled, because the risk is that, like, you could potentially win people over, right? You want to be a heel in just the right way.
Right.
You don't want anyone to go like, I like this guy. He's an asshole. I like this guy.
Right.
You know, like, you don't want that to happen. You want to actually like sour the crowd on you. So yeah, it's risky. It's just limited effect, I think, honestly.
Okay.
Against the whole crowd like this. You can push yourself if you want standard effective on them, but otherwise it's limited.
That's all right. Okay, here we go.
But you do have a bonus die for me, right?
Yep.
Put that in there. Okay.
Yep. So 3 total.
5. Okay,
5.
it's a success. Again, I think the easy compromise here. Nothing directly. Oh well, that's kind of fun though. I actually like that. That's a better compromise. So you succeed, and like everyone starts booing, and someone else whips a bottle like at your head. They're like, "Fuck you!" and they like try to hurt you with it. They chuck it right at your face.
Okay.
So you can just suck it up if you want and like roll resistance and stand there and like take the bottle to the face. Or do something else, like you dodge it, or like something. Like it depends on what kind of image you want to present. Do you want to just be like, fuck you guys, or you jump out of the way, or roll on the ground, or what? How do you want to react to that?
Well, my instinct is to like catch it.
And, okay, yeah. You can try to catch it.
Catch the bottle, and then drink it, and then spit at the crowd.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, nice.
Spray 'em.
Very Stone Cold Steve Austin of you.
Yeah, I know.
It's like finesse. I think you're finessing. Sounds like to me.
Yeah, and the thing is, whether I pass or fail it, it's gonna work in my favor either way.
I mean, it's
like,
obviously
look at this dipshit.
It's obviously risky. The risk is it smashes you in the face.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's risky. It's like let's call it standard effect actually instead of limited. This might actually like work out for you.
You bet. And I have 0 in finesse, so it's
0 finesse. Fun. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 6s. Here comes.
Hey, it's still a success.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome.
Grab it. It's like ah.
Yeah, totally.
Remember my name, James the Butcher. Really want to get that out there.
You really got to build this brand.
Yeah.
Keep using it
for this fight, so no one thinks like Aldo. Like, nah, he's nothing like Aldo except his body and his face and everything else, like physical.
Yeah. So the complication is the guy, this dude, he's dressed, he's a docker, like a dock worker. Just like a tough, ropey forearms, Popeye type dude. And he's all riled up. He's obviously fairly drunk, and he's so worked up. He hates you because you did a good job. He really wants to smash you with this bottle, and it doesn't work out. And then when you spray the beer everywhere, everyone laughs at this guy. Like his friends around him laugh at him, and you see him. He's staring these like death rays at you, and he has a like a boning knife, like a fisherman's boning knife, tucked into his coveralls, and he takes it out, and he's like pointing it at you, and you see him. He like looks at where the fighters go after the fight out the back, and he's like, obviously like, this is for you, and he walks over, and you see him standing like outside with his boning knife, like waiting for you to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bone knife.
I got something for if I survive this. I got something for him.
Yeah, his friends just humiliate him so much that he's just like, oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. I hate him so much. Yeah, nice props.
Awesome. Thanks. It's prepared today.
Cool. All right, our disguise is good. The crowd's worked up. Marlene comes out, and it's fucking pandemonium. People love her. Everyone's betting on Marlene. All the setup rolls have gone well so far.
Yeah, how much do we stand to win, by the way?
So how do you want to do this week? Do you want to like find out now and do your maneuver right now? Do you want to like hold us in suspense and do it at the end? Or
Well,
what's your preferred?
if it was not Miss Cataby, that would probably be what would be happening. But when there's an opportunity to gamble, it's like there's only one. There's only one thing to do, and that's to like go up to my regular bookie that I go to at the fights and be like, I have a good feeling about tonight.
Yeah, the odds are like much higher than usual, and he's just like just like you said, this is a very plausible story. He sees you coming and he gets this big grin on his face.
Right.
He takes out his book and he's like, yes.
I think what might be a little bit unusual is that and I guess this is what we talk about, but I mean, I go in hard with the crew to say this is like literally as long as this goes to spec, then we're gonna make the money back easily and hopefully more. So, you know, I'm gonna try to convince like at least half of the vault it should be bet on this. So I don't know what we were at. I'd have to double check.
We had 8. We
At
spent
least
3, we had
5. At least 5 coin. We should.
We
bet.
only have 5. Well, we have some on our person, I guess.
Well, wait. The crew sheet shows 11.
We had 8, then we subtracted 3 from it, so we should have 5 in there. Because you used 1 off of your person, Rand.
Yeah.
It was only 4 that we spent so far.
Yeah, the crew sheet there should be 6 on the crew sheet.
There is.
Okay.
I think. Or is it 7? Maybe it's 7.
I say 5 then.
Why is it so low?
It is 6. It should be 6. I think I clicked an extra one.
No, but why is it only 6? Or why is it? It should
didn't
be.
we just get paid?
Okay, we had 8 in the vault, and I spent 3, which means that the vault should still have 5.
Yep. Right.
Okay, so we have 4 plus 5 in our like crew bank.
Right.
So
Then we got paid again.
No, that was after we got paid.
That was after.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we
I
have
think somebody
how much?
subtracted the 3 after I already did it. So I think that's where we
Yeah, the vault should
no,
have.
stop clicking it. Stop clicking. People are clicking it.
Wait, but there's
we have-
already 4 marked.
So we have 6 in total.
See, it says coin 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And then
Plus the 5 in the vault. So I
Yes.
suggest 5.
plus 5 in the vault. Okay.
I 5 coin.
It is
Okay.
now correct. The sheet was jumping all over for me, so it's all good now.
People were touching it. Okay.
Okay,
I'm down with 5. Also, quick question: did we notice the guy with the knife threatening?
Oh yeah, totally. Everybody saw him.
We all saw him. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have Myth kill him?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wait a minute. Dylan Careless hasn't even killed a single person yet? Come on.
Myth can just drag him to the sea. Is the thing. We're like,
Just want to drag him off the docks. And
We all notice it.
he'll just
yeah,
disappear.
yeah. Everybody sees it. Yeah.
Okay, I think I would go with Myth or something.
I mean, everyone
like to watch.
he's standing where everyone can see him. He's over there waiting for Aldo to come out so he can stab him. And everyone's in the place is just like, holy shit. Okay. You could try to surreptitiously kill him, but it'll be tricky because he's just over there waiting. So
Right.
that's the thing
Okay,
you can
well,
try.
maybe we should just focus on. We'll just focus on finishing this Marlene
One
woman.
kill at a time. We'll get to it. You know.
I'm just excited.
I just have so many killings I need to do. Yeah, okay. So that's the setup. We know you talked to the dude. You've got permission from the crew to like go all in kind of or half in, I guess. Cool. All right.
Should we remove the 5 from the vault then?
It's
It's currently up in the air.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I will do that.
Yes.
Done.
So it sounds like you're swaying or maybe consorting. It's hard to say. It could be one or the other, depending on how you want to play this
I
guy.
mean, it's like making a bet, right? It literally is a consort, right?
It could be consort, yeah. Like it's true. Yeah, you're not actually deceiving him. You actually are like straight up betting with him. But you also need to this is a much bigger situation than you normally do. And so he really wants to take it, but at the same time, you want to be very smooth.
I don't know.
So he's
Like
not,
I would
super
probably
suspicious.
play the card that I was just here not that long ago talking about how I can bet all the money in the world. So like
You could
literally
totally do it.
it couldn't be. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Control?
All I'm saying is it's a roll, not a gimme, right?
Right, of course.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Standard
So,
effects. Control
Control. I think it is controlled. Actually, it definitely is because you just got a setup action from Aldo. So
right.
it can be risky with great effect, or controlled. Controlled standard is what you want, I think, because that makes more sense. Let's do controlled standard, and you're just gonna go for it. All right. Do you want to push yourself for a bonus time?
No, I'm cool with this.
All right.
I'm cool with this.
All right. Fair enough. I will hold the results of that roll until for a moment.
All right.
So he takes your bet, and he looks like 5 coin. One load of coin is like a briefcase of cash. So when you say 5, he looks at you funny, and like you actually have it. Like you have like these satchels of coin. He's like, okay, fine.
I would imagine it'd be like a check system, be like, check me down for this.
Well, that's true. You have enough clout with him where he would take your marker. He would totally take your marker. You're right. You wouldn't have to have the money on you.
Yeah.
You guys have a history, so yeah.
That's a lot of money to carry around.
And also, may I bring up underdog odds? Like, is this like 3-1, 4-1?
Yeah, more or less. Yep, it's in that ballpark.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we stand to win like 12 coin.
Could be 12. Yep, totally could be.
Or I mean, we're not betting 4. We're betting 5.
Betting 5.
Coin.
In that ballpark. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like that precise. Really, like we haven't figured out the exact odds, but it'll be somewhere in that range.
Well, it's all up to me now. Let's go.
Yeah, so the crowd dies down, and they're like very, very loud and cheering for the champion. But then when she actually steps out, she doesn't like shadow box or like do any like warm ups or bounce on her toes or anything. She walks out and stands there. She doesn't look at you. She just is like a robot. She just like looks at the floor. She's very distant. And everyone gets totally quiet and are like shushing each other because this is like a thing that happens at Marlene's fights.
You see me briefly.
Beyond my heart will go on.
You see me briefly drop the facade like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm back.
And then they have a bell. They have like a ship's bell that they've hung up in the corner, and someone's like, bang. And she's a fucking panther, she's on her toes. She flows like water, and she's on you. Jab, cross, bang, 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 just hitting you and gone and slipping. And it's this one-sided assault at the beginning of the round. She's just pounding Aldo. So here's a mechanic in the game. I think we've seen this maybe once before, but she outclasses you to the point where she just does her thing. She does what she wants, which is to pound you into submission in round 1.
Sure. Like I did with the guy in the arm wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. But because you're a PC, you can resist. So you can be like, okay, John, I will lose round 1. She wrecks me, and I'm done. Don't choose that one. Or you can say like, no, I want to resist that. I want to tough it out and hold my senses, and you'll make a resistance roll before we get to the skirmish that's coming. Right. This is like the opening salvo that Marlene's just very, very hard to deal with. So, assuming you want to do that, you're going to make a prowess resistance roll to see how much stress you eat to survive her flurry.
Or don't eat.
Or don't eat.
He rolls a 6.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is okay. I rolled prowess. How can I get bonus dice in any fashion?
I don't think so. Because
my next thing is tough as nails that I'm going to get.
Right. If you had tough as nails, you would get a bonus die for that.
Okay, so no bonus. Oh shit! I didn't know that was it.
Oh shit!
That was a practice roll, John.
You take 4 stress from that assault.
Hey, honestly, That sounds about right. For real.
to be honest, that's about right.
2, 3, 4. And just like that, I'm over what I left with, what I came with today. I'm at 7. I came into the session with 6.
So she gets in the pocket there. You're fighting back, right? You're not just taking it. You're swinging back.
Oh yeah. No, I'm trying to like fucking fend off shit,
Right.
like that kind of stuff. Like
She doesn't.
I'm trying to like, and as it's going, it's more like taking like, you know, turtling up, but also studying like, where am I gonna fucking like destroy her in you know, to kill her.
Right. Yeah. And so she doesn't withdraw. She stays right in the pocket. You're swinging. She's slipping your punches. And every time you swing, she's inside your guard, just cracking you. And she's probably, I don't know, like you're probably like 80 pounds heavier than her, something like that. Okay. But she just hits like a fucking train, and she's cracking your head back. As your head goes back and you try to find her again, she's swatting you with her hook. And you actually connect a couple times. You catch her with a body shot, you know, but she doesn't back. She doesn't back down. Try
and wrap her up, get kidney shots in there.
I think that's how. Well, we'll see. Like now we're gonna roll skirmish. Now you have to actually fight her after that resistance roll.
Oh.
So, assuming you want to fight, I think you do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make a desperate skirmish roll with limited effect. Yeah, you can push yourself for standard effect if you actually want to try to hurt her this round. That's not really the plan, but you could try if you wanted to.
Right. No, I'm good. So yeah. Desperate,
standard. Limited.
Sorry, limited. Right.
Yeah.
Limited. Let's see here.
So she has a chance to hurt you again, essentially, but you have a chance to fend her off in the end of the round and not get hurt more.
By the way, desperate.
I added the point already. I was just say that.
You get XP.
I heard you like I heard
XP.
At me. That was desperate.
Don't forget.
All right, desperate, limited, and any way to get bonus.
You can push yourself. You can take a devil's bargain. I don't think anyone can assist you at this point.
You know what? I'm not going to do that right now. I will save it for the next round.
Okay.
All right, here we go. But
hey, look at that.
Quality.
Got it.
Fight back.
Boom.
You actually shut her down. You don't take any more damage, and you land a couple shots. It's limited effect. You know, it doesn't injure her, but you actually land some punches, and people gasp every time you connect. They're like, "Oh!" Like they're really shocked.
And you hear Aldo under his breath. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. And you're still got your wits about you. She hasn't hurt you real bad. Okay.
They ring the bell and you go back to your corners. Who is on drug administration duty?
Who has the best, finesse?
Yeah, finesse or prowl, depending on how you go about it.
I have a 3.
Oh shit, that's right, brutal.
Oh yeah, that's standard effect, not limited. You're right. You actually land a blow that actually, doesn't hurt her, if you know what I mean. But
right.
It has an effect on Marlene. She crumples when you punch her and actually backs off. Yeah, that's all. I forgot you're brutal. Yeah, nice.
I can do the finesse.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have 1, so I think you should do it.
Oh.
I think at some point then when it's starting to round 1 starting to wind down, I kind of look at you and just kind of open my hand and
Myth is upset. Okay, so I gave the potion to Carolus instead.
Yeah.
And then
you do like the brush pass as he goes by and like boop, he gets it.
Yeah.
And it isn't really a prowl so much. Like you don't have to sneak over there. You kind of just walk over by her corner, and it's a moment of subtle, dexterous, boop, placement, right? Which is totally finesse. So you have 3 finesse now, right?
I do.
Holy Moses!
It's a desperate situation.
Yeah, I only have 1.
Well, I know you want the desperate roll, Jeff. So there's always a way to get it. If you do it now, when Aldo connects and everyone is mesmerized by the blow, and he actually hurts her, it's just risky. If you wait until she comes over to the corner and like the moment is past and everyone's like paying attention, then it would be desperate to do it then. If you want to show off. But you have a moment where it's only risky because people are not looking right at you.
I'll do the risky. That's great.
Yeah, basically. I mean, in this case, it kind of doesn't matter. It's just you do it or you don't. But sure, you can call it great.
I'm not gonna push myself. Okay. 5.
Ooh.
Don't
You
make
do
that
it.
sound. Yeah,
You
it's a success.
Yeah,
Like,
what?
You do it.
It's a
Wasn't
success,
desperate.
John.
yeah.
You do it, and you get a complication. So you slip it into her water, right? That's the plan. Just like a bucket with a ladle in it, and you dump it in there. Yeah, I think that's the complication that I want.
Oh God. I hate when GMs think. Just sitting there thinking, and I'm like, oh God, what fresh new hell is he thinking up for us?
So you get it in there, you take a few steps away, and a very obviously shady, scoundrelly character. There's kind of different classes, right? There's like the laborer types, there's the noble elites, there's the the destitute poor of the city, but then there's you guys, like the people, the Matrix people who who are wearing leather outfit, like Rune. They look like dangerous. Like
I am in fashion. Okay.
Yeah, it's the fashion of the underworld. And there's this person in this eelskin bodysuit with a hood, and they have like a crossbow on their back. They look like a PC. And as you slip back through the crowd, they catch you by the wrist. It's this very slender younger man, probably like 18. And he whispers to you, he's like, I saw that.
Kill him.
I won't say a word. And he slips you a piece of paper that has like a little drawing of the neighborhood with like a place to meet. He's like intrigued by your little operation. And yeah.
That's like literally Careless so he like grabs his wrist, and Careless like snaps over like he's been electrocuted, looks at him, and he leans in and is like, I saw it. Careless looks closer at him, and he's like, in his head, he's like, I'm gonna bite his fucking head off. And he hands him this picture, and he looks at it, and he can't help himself. He just starts laughing. Oh my, yes. Let's meet, he says. And he like sees where this is going, and he like leans in and is like, I have just such use for a man of your skills. You look to be a man that could wield a blade with the utmost respect and dignity.
That's totally what he wants to hear. Yeah. Yeah.
And he walks away and you've never seen him. He's just belly laughing. Like, it's a loud, big fight, raucous place, so it doesn't like draw attention. But he just
you blend in. Yeah, and the kid doesn't notice you either. You say that to him, and he like slips away into the shadows, and you laugh your way to the other side of the room.
I'm like, he's having such a kick out of this. He comes back to Rune's side, and he's wiping tears out of his eyes. He didn't even know it was possible, really. And he says, Rune, today is a day of days. This is one of the best.
Hold on one second. Before you talk to whomever or Rune or whatever, who's in my corner? Is anybody in my corner, or am I alone?
I'm at
That's
the
a
bar.
question.
I don't know. No. I think
Nobody?
Nobody.
Wait,
It sounds
did
like
you say
nobody.
Cataby was?
Usually, there's usually like a representative that's grabbing, it's like getting people wild up about a fight that then collects the bets. But if Miss Cataby's not there, then nobody. And that kind of fits the image of nobody cares about you and you're the underdog.
I mean, it is also like they're kind of underground fights, right? So it's like the elite of the elite may have a corner.
Marlene has like a guy in her corner, but it's
right, but more than like, you know, all sorts of people just come up and just fight. Right.
Okay, that's fine. I just wondered.
you're all alone. You don't even have a stool. You have to stand up. And Marlene does too. She has a stool and she doesn't sit down. She just stands there and stares.
Well, if this is the break time, though, I think there's a slight moment where I'm doing the thing, you know, and I'm kind of looking at the fight. I'm like, oh, and I like shove people forward quite brusquely and get up there and I get up on the ropes in your corner and I very awkwardly like reach for your shoulder and I'm like very out of place, but you know, he knows that this means a lot to you and that he thinks this doesn't have to even be true. He thinks you're a very sensitive guy. So he doesn't want you self-destructing out of this fight. He doesn't know if you're about that. So he's like, Aldo, you're doing wonderful. She has had 23 KOs in the first round in a row, and you have broken that streak today. History was made.
Thanks.
I mean, butcher man. You are the butcher man, of course.
Yes, of course.
The butcher of men.
Right. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am.
And then he starts to get more in character, and he spits on your shoulder and rubs it in, and is like, now get out there and slain that woman, for she's uglier than sin, and of course undeserved of being in the same ring as you.
Right.
And then he just turns around and
try to keep that accent on after taking a pummeling.
He just turns around and flat foot kicks a guy that's near the ring. And, looks back at you and says, I really must get going, but have a good one and make sure snap, crackle, and pop. You know the drill. It's
All right. So I grab, like, if there's water anywhere near me.
Yeah. You have a bucket. You have a bucket.
Yeah, just grab it and dump it on my head. And all right.
That henna tattoo stays on. It's fine. It's all good.
Nice.
Yes, Chad has reminded me it's not a guy in Marlene's corner. It's a woman, a dark-skinned woman with dreadlocks. You're right, Chad. You're right. I misspoke. Sorry. Canon. We have to deal with canon now. It's
God.
It's somebody else.
well, the nice thing is after tonight, there won't be any canon for her because she'll be fucking dead.
Yeah, we're about to split dimensions or something. I don't know what's happening.
Oh shit.
When she's annihilated, but yeah.
For now. So bell rings, round 2.
Ding ding ding.
Things are different now, Aldo. You do not have to face a resistance roll against Marlene's unstoppable onslaught.
Okay.
Because she has been drugged. So it's still a fight. You want it to be a fight still.
Right.
So it's still skirmish, presumably, or wreck, or whatever you're doing to her. But she, instead of coming out with her like panther-like grace and slipping and getting inside your guard and cracking you a bunch, she still fights very effectively, but she's like circling, picking her shots, being a little more tactical, and she has this look on her face like maybe she's fighting more than one person, or it's hard to know exactly what's happening in her head. But the crowd reacts like you must have, like they saw, because of Brutal, they saw you actually like connect with her in round 1, and now everyone's like elbowing each other like, look, he got to her, like, who is this guy, and people are like talking about how it makes sense that she's fighting different. No one's seen this before. Maybe there's a chance. It's too late to bet now, but they're starting to believe. No, not really, but but she's still a threat. Like, and so if you want to just fight her, it's risky with standard effect. But I think what you want to do is push it to desperate, because you want to actually try to get great effect. You want to pin her into the corner, do the thing you were trying to do.
Okay. Previous to the fight, if we could do a flashback, like talking about the drug that we're going to use on her
Yeah.
Is it going to like immediate effect? Like I want to finish it, or can we draw it out like a couple of rounds and then
That's totally up to you. Like you're in control now. Like,
okay.
Well, I don't think
I really want to make it look like I'm pummeling her, and it makes sense. Like I don't just like go crazy in round 2 and just fucking like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, if you're willing to take it, like risky standard, you can just play out the round. Risk getting hurt by her, and then that's fine. And then come after her in round 3. That's you can totally do that. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like that to make it look a little bit more real.
It's true. It'll be more believable if it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. So I resist first.
Nope, you don't have to do that
Okay.
because of the drugs. It's just a fair fight now because she's impaired.
Sure. Okay. So it's just skirmish.
I think so. Yeah, it probably. I don't like Rec would be weird in this situation. So
yeah, Rec is next round. Rec is me like just going 8 shit.
Rec, yeah, that's true. That's true. It might be next round. Yeah.
Right. So you said it's risky.
It's risky. It's standard.
Standard.
Do you want to push or Devil's Bargain?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Does brutal still apply?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. So it's actually great effect technically.
Great effect for which is a pass.
So you guys trade blows basically, right? Okay. Like you have great effect on her, she has standard effect on you. So she can inflict a level 2 wound.
Okay.
And you can inflict a concussion basically. You don't have to. Just because you have brutal doesn't mean you have to apply it.
Right. No, I'm going into this round knowing I'm pulling punches.
Okay. So you can still just do standard if you want to and not.
Yeah, I'd much rather do that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So unless you want to resist it, you're going to take level 2 harm. You're going to take cracked ribs. I think she probably comes in and works your body because you have range on her. Just trying to wear you down.
Sure.
You can resist that harm, or you can take the level 2 harm. It's up to you.
Okay. So I resist with prowess.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that? Hold on. Let me look at that again.
If you resist, you basically...
I would suffer 6 stress minus the highest die result.
You take stress instead of the harm. Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
What happens? Okay. So what happens if I go to trauma because I've never been there?
You would be out of the fight. You would lose the fight for starters.
Level 2 harm, I can't continue the fight.
Level 2 harm, no. With level 2 harm, you just take a die penalty to your rolls.
Fuck that. That sucks too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So I have 2 dice to resist, and I need to roll a 5 or higher.
Wait, what's your
stress? Completely stressed out.
What's your stress level now? 6?
I have 7.
Oh, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 5 or higher. Yeah, that's what you would need.
Yep, 8, 9.
Or you can just take the beating.
So if I take the last 2, that counts as a trauma, or do I have to take 1 more on top of that?
Yeah, if you fill it up, it counts. Yep.
Okay, fill it up. Okay, gotcha. All right, we'll resist. Oh wait, that means I can't continue the fight and I can't complete the mission.
If you get trauma, yeah, you're out of the fight.
So I have 2 dice to roll a 5 or a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Or you can take the harm.
Right.
And roll next round. You'll take -1 die to your rolls.
Fuck! I'll take the harm.
She's no pushover, dude.
I'm a fucking professional.
Such a pro.
That's our thing. We're professional. We're right. Professional in what? And brutal or whatever.
Merciless.
Merciless. Professional and merciless. So
yeah,
I'll
Adam.
take the fucking harm. All right.
It's easy for you to say that, Adam. Yeah. Just take the trauma. Yeah, that's what Cantor would do.
Yeah,
I know what Cantor would do.
No, he's been trauma. No, I'm finishing the fucking job. This is not personal. This is business. So I'm finishing the job. All right. Level 2 harm, got it.
Cracked ribs. You have cracked ribs. Okay. And you hurt her too. Like you trade blows,
Okay.
So when you come out for round 3, you're both banged up here. This is bare knuckle, full force fisticuffs. It's not like modern boxing where you can take a lot of punishment with gloves. You know, it really wears. It hurts a lot. So yeah. Did you say you're coming out with Rex?
I'm fucking finishing this round right now because I can't take much more.
Okay. So if you push to desperate and with brutal, that's like a more than great effect, which would be fatal to her.
Okay.
But you're risking if you do that right, you're risking level 3 harm back from her because she's going to fight all the way down. So okay, desperate, great effect, and okay. So yeah, chat. Sorry,
down 1 dice.
Yeah, you're down 1 die. I got to answer chat real quick. Okay. She's not getting more drugged between rounds because they want it to look like a fight after the first. That was the mission, was that she wasn't getting progressively drugged. She got impaired, and then it was a fight after that. That's why that's happening.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have -1 die. If you want to finish her in this round, it's desperate, but you'll have great +1 effect.
Yep. And I'm actually going to. Can I get a devil's bargain?
I think so. Yeah, probably. Okay. You can always propose one too. Let me think. See if I have an idea.
How about? No, never mind. I always want to screw myself over too badly.
What do you got? I mean, it's up to you to choose it. You can say it. It's not. I can't make you pick it.
But you can make that the bargain.
Well, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I guess I could. Say it anyway. It'll be fun.
I was thinking like broken hand.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that too. Like a lingering injury. Another level 2.
Like a rotator cuff.
Another level 2 injury, essentially. I mean, that makes sense, right? That you just go all out and you hurt yourself.
Now,
heat is the other one. Like we could say +2 heat because like it's such a vicious thing. Okay. You know, even though it's not obviously an assassination, it could still be so vicious that everyone talks about it for weeks, and it ends up in somebody's case file somewhere, and someone's like, "Oh, I better look into that. That seems fishy."
Okay, so if I want the bonus dice, I take that the bad shit no matter what.
+2 heat, or maybe broken hand. Those are both pretty good. Yeah.
Or just you make like an enemy of some nefarious person. I don't know who Marlene is.
That's already happening. Everyone she's connected to is gonna really not like you. But your disguise is good, so they don't know who you are. That's important.
Yeah. I think the heat would be best.
Heat makes a lot of sense, I think.
Yeah.
The champion gets killed in round 3. That's a very noteworthy event.
Yeah. And then he just disappeared.
I mean, we're about to see some ones, maybe. Maybe things will go differently, but we'll see.
So in the bonus dice, I put 0 because I already had -1 for the injury.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling. I got 3 dice. Brutal, desperate. Put 1 more in prowess right now for the desperate roll.
Great effect.
Come on. Crit. Let's do this. Go. 6.
Hey.
6. Yeah.
God, I want another 6.
You did not need the crit. You didn't need it.
Okay.
Good.
The 6 is good though. You don't take level 3 harm back from Marlene, so that's
good job, Z.
That's very good.
Level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, because no, level 2.
Yeah, but it was desperate. You pushed her to the brink.
Right. Okay.
And she's gonna fight she's gonna go full bore.
Okay.
But you avoid it. And
sweet. Okay, good.
Like we actually get to see like Aldo isn't just a big beefy dude, right? Like you're a really good fighter. And we get to see that happen. Like Marlene fights very well, and you slip her punches and you avoid her shots and you wear her down and pin her to the corner, and you tactically execute the battle the way we expected. And the crowd is just speechless. They're like quiet. They're holding on to the ropes. They're clutching each other, like in awe of what's happening. And because of the drugs and because of the situation that you artificially engineered, they don't think that you're killing her. They think you're just beating her in the fight, right?
Yeah.
And so she finally, like, her neck slumps sideways and she hits the dirt floor, and everyone cheers. They're just like, oh my God. Like, they don't cheer for you exactly, but they're just like yelling in wonder and amazement at this outcome.
I'm outside of Aldo's corner, kneeling with my head sideways, trying to like make eye contact with her, whether or not it happens or not.
Wait, sorry, you're making eye contact with who?
Marlene.
Oh, with Marlene. Yeah. Yeah, she's whatever she's on, the light that dims out of her eyes, she doesn't seem to see you, but she's clearly dead. What is the plan? Are you like all kind of fading out of here in the aftermath, or I assume that's the deal. Like, it's going to take, there's a few beats before people realize what's happened. So
we need to deal with the guy outside, right?
Yeah, the only person that's going to have trouble, like, just kind of, oh, I'm just going to slip out of the crowd. Like, obviously, although everyone has their eyes on you, everyone is, the three of you, the rest of you can just fucking disappear. But
I want to kill the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have stuff you want to do. I'm just saying, the three of you have an opportunity to leave unseen. Although you do not have that opportunity.
No, it's fine. I want to deal with the fucking guy that's waiting for me.
Yeah. So, Anne, you want to? It's like a race. It's you and Carol's. I know. I'm gonna kill him.
You got to kill Marlene. Leave this one for me.
No, I think there's a setup here that might be a little theatric, but kind of fun. Where I'm walking out, and that guy has got that fucking knife, and I before I get to him, I kind of stop. People are fucking don't know what's going on. Crowd's going crazy, but I'm kind of like stopped facing this guy who is waiting for me with his knife out, and I look at him and I go, and I drop the entire act and accent. I just look at him and I go, "You're gonna want to be careful with that knife, or else someone is gonna stick it up your arse." And then I look at Careless, who's behind him. I'm just waiting for Careless to do something, to like pounce her.
So is it myth? Is it myth?
To murder someone.
Is it myth or is it Careless? If we want to, you can both roll to murder the guy, and we'll see who does better, and that's the person who gets it.
No, I think Anna or Rune and I were like talking about what we have to do, and she says she wants myth to it. I'm like, you have to understand again. Careless is trying to set her up to become down this path. So he's like, yes, that would be wonderful.
I mean, if I have myth kill him though instead of me, isn't that not? Does it count?
Well,
I don't know.
If you commanded your mythical animal to kill a man just to kill a man, does that mean that she who slays in the darkness wants that to happen? Yeah.
Well, and also, if I may, like a dog ripping someone apart in a giant crowd of people is a little bit more conspicuous than like getting stabbed in the back and like, shh.
You said in the butt. In the butt. That's pretty conspicuous.
True. It is true. Myth is somewhat conspicuous. That is a fair point.
Myth is not going to rip him apart. Myth is going to drag him to the ocean and drown him.
Nice.
Like he fell in the water.
Cool. Like I said, that we have that conversation. I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Great. So when Zeke or when Aldo is talking to him, and then I'm standing behind him with Myth like next to me.
Yeah.
And so you say like your line, and just like before he's turned around, like I'm standing behind him, and I just say, "Do you consider yourself a dog person?" And he like turns around. I'm gonna roll for Myth. I don't. What is it? 3d6.
It is when Careless is like, commanding, because he has the special ability. So
yeah, because we're both there.
Yeah, I think it's fair. And like it would only not count in situations where you like specifically didn't want Careless to be involved. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, we're like there together. 5.
Okay, you do it.
It freaks me out when it says like 10. Like I rolled a 10 on a d6.
Drag him to his watery grave, and there's a complication.
No, there's no complication.
Yeah. Yeah.
The complication is that I'm moody. I didn't kill myself.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with reduced effect. Myth drags him into the water, and there's a splash, and he gurgles, and then a moment later he goes, help, help me! And like a few people inside are looking, and like they start to kind of walk towards the alleyway, and he's not dead yet.
Right.
Myth is trying to drag him under the water, but it's not working. What do you want to do? Do you want to fuck off now, or do you want to hang in and finish him off?
What?
Rune that's out there with it, right?
Yeah, Myth is in the water, like trying to drag him under, but the guy isn't dying. He's like fighting. You need to do something more to finish him, or give up, essentially.
Okay. And do we have time to like go over there and?
Yeah. I mean, you can make a desperate roll to do whatever.
Okay. Would that be a hunt?
What are you doing?
Skirmish, I guess.
Could be. Are you gonna jump in the water and drown him?
I only have one dot in that. Is that why I am kind of hesitating?
I think we walk out there and Rune like starts to storm forward to go finish this. I'm like, Rune, it's fine. And then I go out.
Okay.
You're gonna jump in and stab him?
I offer at least. You don't have to take it if you don't want to, but I do have the better skirmish and stuff, so I'm offering.
Okay. Well, I see like the people coming, and I get kind of nervous, and I'm just like, I call off Myth, and I'm like, let's get out of here. So Myth and I are gonna like bounce, and then let Careless finish off the dude.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of wade out into the water, I guess. I'll just roll skirmish.
Yeah.
Right.
Desperate.
Does he get like any kind of bonus for the fact that this guy's already kind of? I mean, he's been like swallowing water, and a ghost dog was trying to drown him.
Yeah, I think it's great effect. I think it's you get an effect bonus from this guy's.
No bonus dice?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Oh.
Fucking hell!
God. What it like? I mean,
What?
literally 666. There's so much.
I'm so glad that
about
Myth and
this.
I left. Oh
I
my!
think I'm fearful for my life at this point.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Everyone is
Hey,
dead in a
Careless.
6-block radius.
I became a fucking god of darkness today.
I have become
I
dead.
had one of my pugilists killed.
Destroyer of worlds.
So like literally what
Holy
happens
shit, dude.
is I put my hand on Rune's shoulder and I'm like, it's fine. I'll take it. And like Myth goes padding off by me and I walk out and the guy's like coming up above the water and I grab his throat and I just push his head under the water so hard that his head cracks on the ground and he's just knocked unconscious and floating there. And then I come walking back out and as like the crowd's coming towards me, I kind of pull up my collar a little bit and turn away from him and I'm like, man, that guy's drowning, he needs help. And I like walk off.
They're like, Jasper, did you fall in? And yeah.
Literally Careless marks, he rolls the number of the beast. It's just as the final action.
That's so fucking awesome.
It couldn't be more perfect.
That is so fucking awesome.
That's amazing. Well, we should not do XP right now. I think we should end on that. That's so amazing. We'll do it next time. It's fine. Holy balls, you guys.
What are the chances?
That was incredible.
Well, I mean, Zeke earlier said I didn't get to kill anyone in this episode.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, there was a part of me that was like, "Come on, grab his knife and stick it up his ass." Like I said, "Come on."
Yeah, Chad. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There are more ticks on more clocks for She Who Slays in Darkness. Don't you worry. This definitely counts. We'll get to that. We'll get to that next time.
Oh, I still haven't figured out how to add a clock to my own thing.
You might just need to write it in text in your notes. Actually, just put like 2 of 6 or something.
Gotcha.
I don't think there's a custom thing yet for that.
Okay.
I put it on my notes too.
Yep.
Do we know how much money we made from that?
Yeah. That was Miss Caterpie's role.
While you're doing that, I actually do want to retcon something. I don't crack
Okay.
his head on the ground. I think it's a good cap on this episode that I hold his face to mine and I stare into his eyes until he just dies of abject fear, I guess.
I mean, that's worth a critical 666, right? Yeah.
If I roll a triple crit, I'm going to ask that I don't take the stress associated with special power.
I agree. I think that's totally fine. You use your god tendrils for the first time on this poor sucker. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Dang, sung that motherfucker.
Yeah. I love it.
You're like a Dementor now.
Yeah, the payoff, it's good. It's I'm not sure exactly if it be like 12 or 15 or something like that. We'll do it at the beginning next time, but
Okay.
It's that it's in that ballpark.
Okay.
And so the last shot of our episode, I think, is Miss Caterpie at the makeshift desk in the back of the fight pits with a lot of dejected losers crumpling up their betting slips and throwing them on the floor, and Miss Caterpie standing there at the desk. Like,
Yep.
hello. I'm here to collect. And we see the betting manager just like his head's down and he's like calculating. He's like, he's so dejected.
Well, it can't be that bad because most people would bet on her.
Right. Yeah. But it's an amount of money that he does not want to walk out of his place.
Yeah.
Gonna be a wash.
Yeah.
And more than anything, the feeling of like, I beat the house tonight. That's the best feeling.
That's right. It was rigged. It was loaded dice, but you did. You beat the house. You killed the best boxer in the city. Good job. Yeah, and I think just for canon's sake, like the other last shot as we crane out for the night is the young, or not that young, but the dark-skinned, dreadlocked woman in RC's corner holding Marlene's body in the ring, dejected, realizing.
Just say, and you're waiting.
I laugh at your pain.
She'll be fine.
Anne is fully embracing the murder horde that is our
she'll find another lover. It's not, what's the big deal?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
that's the last word.
Feels like Top Gear now. And on that bombshell, some shoutouts.
Yes, let's do our shout outs and wrap it up for the night. Let's go around the horn. Ezekiel the Third, shout us out.
You betcha. Make this short and sweet. My name is Ezekiel the Third. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. All Ezekiel_III. I want to thank everybody for making this one of the best role-playing experiences I've ever been a part of. Every single week, even when it's downtime, it's not downtime. I'm like during the first hour, I was looking up shit. I was studying. I was like, what am I going to do? All this kind of stuff. It's just so exciting to put myself in this world and in this character. So thank you. See you tomorrow for Drop Frames.
Yeah. AnneMunition.
Yeah, I'm AnneMunition. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me also on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that crap under AnneMunition, same name. And I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of Overwatch and a lot of Siege and a variety of characters in those games. So every day, pretty much 2 p.m. So I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. to play probably Overwatch and hate myself. So thank you guys for the show. Had a good time.
Me too. Marcus.
As always, great to be here. Thanks to the crew. Definitely starting to sort of fall into its own, and I'm excited to see what happens after our initial marks, even though we still have a ways to go. I've been playing some Dota 2 lately, which has been a really interesting. It's been fun. I got peer pressured by a bunch of people over the holiday to play, and I realized that apparently I really like to just kick the shit out of myself because that's pretty much what happens in most games of Dota 2. But anyway, I've been streaming a lot more of that, and same shit, different day. You know where to find me. I'll see you Friday for Twitch Weekly.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Jeff.
Same as everyone. Just thank you all so much. I think Zeke is my spirit animal when it comes to expressing how much I enjoy this and do it without the people that watch, but also the people that we do it with. So thank you all. I'm AnneControLtv on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and everything else. I also want to just announce that I changed my name on Twitter out of solidarity for Zeke. So that's why I lost my blue verification, and I'm not taking it back until they free Zeke, basically. So out there.
Is that for real?
Let it breathe? No, not at all.
Okay. I was like, Jeff, did you not know? Fuck, God. I
did it. So that part's real.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's whatever. This weekend I'll be in Seattle at a Warhammer tournament, but I'll be streaming otherwise. And then in the very near future, the next couple of weeks, hopefully, we'll be doing a show with Marcus. We're calling it Fanboys. Like the name, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna talk about pop culture stuff, so just keep your eyes on the Twitter stuff. It'll be cool.
Can I be fanboy?
Yeah,
you can be a guest.
We'd love to have you as a guest.
I would love to be a fanboy.
Me too.
Nice.
Okay, you're gonna.
It's a gender neutral term. It's like flyboy. You can be totally yeah.
Or fuckboy.
Or fuckboy for that matter.
Yeah, exactly. And fan people is just a stupid name for a show, anyways. It didn't. So.
True.
Fan persons.
Thank you guys so much. I am the GM. I'm John Harper. You can find me on the internet, John_Harper on Twitter, and at 17design.com. That's my design site. This game is amazing. You guys are so great. I love playing with you as always. If you are interested in Blades in the Dark, you can get it on drive-thru-RPG right now, and it's coming out in April from Evil Hat. They're publishing the book and everything, so that'll be out pretty soon. We're in the final days. This group will be publicly switching to version 8, the very final published version of the game, at some point very soon. We haven't done the changeover yet, but it's about to happen. And I'm looking forward to that. It won't affect the game too much, actually, but it'll be cool to be in the actual official last finished complete version of Blades in the Dark. So that'll be really cool. Yeah,
I want to
and
apologize to Adam too in the chat that we broke his play thing. Sorry about that for the bloodletters.
yeah, well, we have fractured dimensions now. The crossover has been ruined. How will these two different timelines ever be in
Just
harmony?
kill Marlene in their timeline.
That's right. That's the only way. It's our only choice, really, at this point. We will see. But thank you guys, as always. That was so much fun. And thanks to you, chat, for hanging out with us and for reminding me of important canon that I was forgetting. Yeah, and we will be back next time with more Blades. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Adios.